Hi there and welcome to the Awakened Caterpillar. Thanks so much for coming along to watch this video. The aim of this video is just to help you understand what the Awakened Caterpillar is all about and potentially what it might be like working with me as a practitioner if you're thinking about coming along for a session. But let's start right at the very beginning. What is the Awakened Caterpillar? The Awakened Caterpillar is a concept or a term that came to me around 13 years ago when I first started out practicing and teaching Reiki. And it's a term that I've grown fonder and fonder of over the years, and it really holds a sacred space in my heart. But really, what it truly represents is this kind of realization of our immense potential to transform, our immense inner power and potential to grow and develop and to heal on all levels of our being. And that's why it feels such a fitting name for the practice that I have developed over the years. So the Awakened Caterpillar used to be a practice in Glastonbury many years ago, and it took a rest because I moved away. But I'm really happy to be now back in Glastonbury and reigniting the practice with more insight, more wisdom, more knowledge now than it had before. So it's almost like it's come full circle and a really exciting time. But the Awakened Caterpillar is much more than just a therapeutic practice where clients come to receive a session. One of my visions for the future is to form a big community of like-minded souls who may see themselves as quite sensitive, or have sensitivities on some level of their being, perhaps feel that they don't quite fit in with kind of normal society, and to create a safe space where all of that can be celebrated, and to realize that our sensitivities are in fact our superpowers and actually are the gateway to our healing and to our growth and our development. So I really do champion those that feel very sensitive and find maybe at times the world a little bit overwhelming, because it can very much be that. So also the Awakened Caterpillar is all about self-empowerment and teaching and self-healing, and teaching self-healing courses and meditation courses. So it's a kind of integrative approach to really empowering those that are drawn to it through community, through meditation, through self-healing, and of course coming for one-to-one sessions if that's what they feel they would like to receive. So what I actually offer then are these one-to-one sessions where the client can come and receive kind of a Reiki and energy healing type session, where we incorporate guided meditations and other aspects into the session. There is a real emphasis on self-healing. I am a big champion of clients who take a really active role in their healing journey, rather than just lying there and going, fix me, sort me out. I always find that it's the clients that really want to engage and really get involved and really be present with their healing journey that actually have the best results, because at the end of the day we are all our best healer. We may need support from others from time to time, but the healing comes from ourselves, it comes from within, and that's what I like to help all of my clients tap into on one level or another. I also really like to measure clients' progress. Not that progress is essential, and sometimes progress is slow, other times it can be quite dramatic. Sometimes the progress is seen in areas that we didn't expect. But I really like to measure the progress from session to session with clients. They can really start to see exactly what's changing, what's shifting, because sometimes it can be really subtle. So always take a full picture every session of where my clients are, so that they can see in future sessions where they've gone, because sometimes we can miss it. So alongside the one-to-one sessions that I offer, I've got pages about that on my website, so feel free to read more about those. I also offer self-healing courses. So these are very much based in Reiki and also other energy healing, self-healing techniques and other meditation techniques, to help the client develop a daily self-healing practice that they can rely on, and that they can start to see their own improvements from developing their own practice. As I've mentioned before, I'm very passionate about this. I think every single human being on this planet should have a daily self-healing meditative practice, and so I love to hold these courses to help clients on their way on that journey. I offer kind of different kind of levels of self-healing training. So we have like a beginner level, what you could call beginner, then kind of intermediate, and then advanced. And during the advanced training, I start to bring in a modality that I've developed called energy healing meditation therapy, which is an advanced level of energy healing meditation, which I've developed over the years. And it's very, very exciting. I'm going to be writing a lot more about this, but this can be totally transformative. It's changed my life, and it's a huge source of resource for me and comfort for me, and helps me in all of those times when I feel challenged in really considerable ways. So I'm really excited to start sharing that with my clients in the coming months and years. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about finding a new therapist, because you're obviously on this website potentially thinking about seeing someone or starting a new venture in terms of your healing journey. So I just wanted to give you some advice if you're thinking about booking a session with a therapist or a healer or something. So I would always say the first thing to think about is, intuitively, does it feel right? We need to really trust our hearts. When you see this person, do you feel like they're going to be a good match for you? Do they feel like they're going to support? Does it feel like they're going to support you? Do you feel good, basically, in their presence from what you can take so far? Obviously, on websites and short videos, it's quite difficult to tell, but just listen to that initial reaction that you have. Is it positive? Does it feel good? If it does, then that's a good sign. You want to look for a connection. Now, that may be a bit difficult until you've met that person for the first time, but when you first meet them for initial consultation, for initial session, really start to feel it. Do I feel a good connection with this person? Watch how you respond to that person. Does it feel good? Does it feel natural? Does it feel easy? Do you feel comfortable? And then the final thing is, do you feel like you're in good hands, good and experienced hands? Do you feel that you're going to be supported and looked after in a professional and responsible and secure way? And again, that's a really important thing to consider. So I hope those little tips help. But if you'd like more advice on this, please do reach out to me, because I'm more than happy to help in any way I can. Choosing a new therapist is such a personal thing, and it's so important to get it right if you can. And I always say, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, because it usually never gets it wrong if you're really listening. Okay, so a kind of final thing I want to mention is that I like to do charitable work, and I like to offer Reiki and energy healing sessions to those who may not be able to afford a session otherwise. And I have a system where I ask my clients to nominate somebody that they know who they feel would benefit and would want a session or a series of sessions with me. Obviously, I only have a limited number of these per week and per month. So I have obviously a waiting list. But yeah, it's something I really love to do. And, there is a way to access sessions with me if you don't have the money for it, potentially. But I do like the way that people can nominate. It's almost like it's paying it forward. People can sort of receive their healing and offer it to somebody else in need. So yeah, that's something that I'm really passionate about too. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I could talk for hours about many different aspects of my work, but hopefully this has given you a little bit of an insight into who I am, how I work, my energy, and hopefully it resonates. And if it does, then I look forward to hearing from you. Even if it's just to ask some questions or what have you. I'm really approachable, so please don't hesitate to reach out, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks so much for watching. All the best. Bye now.